everybody. I'm finally ready to make my video. Oh my god. Today has been really busy. I had a therapy appointment, and there's some things I need to talk to you about. So first things first, let's talk about the 5-day pouch test. So I wasn't able to do the full other 4 videos, so this is like a day after. The reason being is me and my husband, as I have mentioned before, like to horseplay. And by horseplay, I mean I normally get hurt because he's a lot bigger than I am. Not bigger wide, but bigger tall, and he has more leverage. So this being said, he and I are on the couch, and hold on, my glasses are dirty as hell. Him and I are on the couch, and we're talking, and he goes, I got a surprise for you. And now, a lot of you big ladies know that laying with your significant other on the couch is rather hard. So he goes to put his leg up over my head, like, because let's say I'm sitting like, let's say the couch is here, okay, and he's sitting here, and I was sitting in the middle seat here. So he lifted his leg up to put behind me so I could kind of lay in between his legs, and plumb kicked me in the face. He straight up kicked me in the face, like all up in my eye, coach. He kicked me in the face, my poor baby. I was like, and my first reaction was, oh my god, he broke my glasses, but he didn't. No, luckily he kicked me in a way to where it pushed my glasses up and actually kicked. Luckily, quotation marks. Luckily, he only kicked me in my actual eye. So that's what I get. And so it's been a fun-filled couple days where I have been telling terrible jokes that I should be ashamed of. Band Nirvana. Anywho. So, did it. I did the 5-day pouch test. Lost 5 pounds. I went from 330 to 325 as of yesterday, and it was like so the same today, so it's 325. So let me tell you how I did this. So the first 2 days I did nothing but liquids. I did chicken broth, click shakes, click shakes, and water. That was pretty much coffee, and that was pretty much it. I didn't touch anything else. No pudding, no Jell-O, no nothing. So I pretty much just stuck to the, the actual thing. I didn't like it. Let me tell you why. I felt drained. I felt really tired. I felt exhausted. I did not feel good. My stomach, I was hungry. I was really, really hungry the entire time. No matter how much I drank, I was really, 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 really hungry and fussy. And it was no bueno. So, having said that now, the 3rd day was much easier because, of course, I got to eat. The 3rd day, I went ahead and had canned tuna fish, with a little bit of light mayo, lime juice, some garlic, and a little bit of onions. And that's what I had primarily. Had that. I had... the 3rd day is a nothing but soft protein. So you're going back like you had gastric bypass again, okay, or lat band or the sleeve. So this is, this would be your pureed stage. So you went to your liquid stage, now you're in your pureed. So it was nothing but real soft protein. So canned chicken, canned fish, this would be where you get your Jell-O, but you want to make sure it's all protein. So I didn't have any of the Jell-O. I did have scrambled egg, cottage cheese, normal stuff, yogurt. So I did good that day. The 4th day came around. You get to have your soft proteins with some vegetables. So I added, of course, my carrots and hummus because I love my carrots and hummus. So that was that day. I was feeling a lot better. I had a lot more energy. Felt a lot more, tightness in my pouch. Now, 5th day came around. I actually went to Santa Cruz. My husband, which you might have saw the video from yesterday, took me to Santa Cruz for a surprise and let me see the beach because I love the water. I love the beach, and I'm over here burping. So that's went to Santa Cruz, and instead of eating pretty much bullshit, you know, because I could have, I wasn't really that hungry. He stopped off at this little taco place, and I got some refried beans, and it was kind of, I didn't really want it. So I actually didn't bother to eat until I got home, and that means I didn't have really anything that day. I didn't actually eat until I got home, and I had some carrots and hummus, some turkey pepperoni, and then I made myself a click shake. So technically I could have eaten a lot better because I should have brought food with me, but I didn't know where we were going. You know, he just told me we were going somewhere, and so I didn't know where we were going, or I would have brought the things you can bring with you would be like beef jerky, Quest, you know, a Quest bar. You can always bring like Quest chips. You can bring any kind of almonds, peanuts, you know, but you need to be real easy on that kind of stuff because that you get higher in fats then. So 5-day pouch test really was good for me. I felt like it detoxed me from a lot of crap that I didn't need to eat. I have not eaten a whole hell of a lot today either. I fixed me a salmon patty for dinner, and I ate almost all of it. I still have another half of it because Trader Joe's has these little salmon patties, and you cook them yourself. It's just salmon pretty much. And I put lime juice on it and some garlic and onion. And then I just put it in a shallow pan with some water and let it steam. So I ate one actual patty and a half, and the other I just didn't want anymore. So I am feeling a lot more restriction. I had a click shake today. I had a cup of coffee, my normal tea stuff, and I had my fake pizza, which is where I grill cheese on the pan and pat it down with all the paper towels to get rid of any fat that's left over from the 2% cheese, and pepperoni. So you put the pepperoni down first, and then you put the cheese down, and then you let it get all hot and bubbly and crispy on one side. You flip it on over, pat that side down, and then you crisp the other end, real crispy, and then you pull that out, and then you smash the shiznit out of it with a paper towel. And that's my faux pizza, because I was doing it with a portobello, but it was a lot of work, and this is a lot easier, and it's just straight up protein. So that's what I like. I like to eat. It's about this, yeah, it's about this big, and it's like real thin. And then I had carrots and hummus. So today I have not had a hell of a lot of food, and I'm badly upon it. But I got all my protein in, you know, so I'm not gonna complain. Now, that's enough about the 5-day pouch test. I went to the doctor. I finally went to my doctor, and I met with another one because the normal doctor is PCSing, so that means that I have to see somebody else. They, all my vitamins and stuff are good. All of my vitamins and all of my protein, my A1C, everything looks phenomenal. Everything was right in line, no red marks of anything. My blood pressure was fantastic. Can't complain. He said that around the 1 year mark, your weight will start to slow, and they are worried because I had so many complications when I had my gastric bypass done the first time around, that when they dilated my come on, Nirvana, when they dilated, I had 2 strictures. Okay, if you don't know what a stricture is, it is where the openings of your pouch become too small and for the food and the water and stuff to trickle down. So I had an EGD done the first time, and they opened it up with a 20 diameter little balloon. What they do is they put the balloon down in there where the stricture is, and then they inflate it to stretch it back open. So they think since I had that done twice that it never actually went back down, and that's why I'm able to drink and eat quite a bit more than I would like. So with that being said, he ordered me a swallow test. Now, a swallow test is where I drink barium, and they take pictures as I'm drinking barium to time how how fast it actually ends up in my stomach and how long it takes for that to go into my intestines, and just to make sure that my stomach is actually doing what it's supposed to. He also said that in some gastric bypass patients, especially ones with a lot of fat, what happens is that original stomach that they have down here, like let's say this is where the other stomach is and here's your pouch up here, they can actually make a small connection, which is called a fissure, and it will allow, it's weird how it works, but he said that it sometimes happens with larger patients with bigger stomachs, is that those will find a way to meet again, and then you're funneling food down into that other stomach. Weird. So I personally am not too sure I'm even going to bother. I think that I'm doing phenomenal. I think that, because they're talking about that, they're going to look at my pouch and stuff like that, and then they want to do another surgery. They want to go in and scar up the bottom of my pouch to make it much smaller. No, I don't think so. So I may go and do the swallow test just to make sure that everything is copacetic down in that region, because I've had so much trouble with it in the past. But I don't think I'm actually going to allow them to go in there and mess with me anymore, because I've already had 2 surgeries and I'm not really that worried about it. I'm still losing weight. I still have, my vitamins and stuff are good. It just means that I need to kick more ass at the gym to get the weight off. So essentially, I have been, the way he made it, sound is like I've pretty much been doing what a normal person would be doing, is just, eating a balanced diet, eating good portions, and then going to the gym. So I pretty much have lost a lot of this weight on my own, which is crazy to me. And it's crazy to me, and it's a very powerful thing to think about, because I always attribute all of the weight that I've lost to, I had gastric bypass. Well, that is true. I did have gastric bypass, and for the first 4 months I had a very complicated and very hard time getting any food or water in. I was constantly in and out of the hospital with dehydration and malnutrition, and having banana bags put up and potassium drips and PICC lines, and oh my good God. So yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy for me to think about, that I attribute a lot of the weight that I have actually lost now to the fact that I have been doing the right things. He said that a lot of this had a lot to do with your willpower, because I could eat more. I can eat a lot more than I'd like, and the fact that I measure my stuff has helped tremendously. So I think that, you ladies and gentlemen that are struggling, you need to measure your stuff. You need to measure your stuff. Just because, and I'm being honest with you, just because you can eat, you don't. Here's the most wonderful thing I could tell you, and I think I have touched on this before. Just because you don't feel full doesn't mean that you need to eat until you feel full. I'm sorry. You have to come down to willpower. You have to find that balance of, okay, well, I know that I can eat a cup of food. I know I can eat a cup and a half of food. Technically, I know that I could eat 2 yogurts if I wanted it. That's 10 ounces of food. Do I need to eat 10 ounces of yogurt? No, I don't. Why don't I? Because that's not the portion I should be eating. 1 yogurt is 5.2 ounces. You know, one of those, the salmon patties are 3 ounces a piece, and they shrink a little bit, so I'd say about 2.8 ounces a piece. Now, I could, if I wanted to, eat a lot more, but I choose not to. You need to choose not to eat more just because you can. I can eat bread and not get sick. I can eat rice and pasta if I wanted to and not get sick. It is a conscious effort to not eat those things. It is a conscious effort on my part to not eat those things because I cook them for my husband. I cook rice and pasta, and he has bread, and I choose not to eat those things on a daily basis. That's what you got to do, because your surgery is only going to get you so far. It's only going to get you so far, and then you have to suck it up, buttercup, and keep going. But that's just how I feel about it. You know, I wish that this was a beautiful magic wand, and tomorrow I could say, oh my God, I'm 200 pounds. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen unless I make it happen. It's not going to happen for you unless you make it happen. You know, that's just how I feel about that. And, you know, as tempting as it is for me to allow them to go back in here and scar me up so I could eat a lot less, I just do it on my damn own. Just do it on your own. Literally just do it on your own. It's not worth it, because if for some reason they went in there and they started scarring stuff up, and then all of a sudden I can't eat or drink anymore like it was before, I don't want to go through that again. I never want to feel like that again. I would sip, and I'm telling you, that 20-ounce tumbler that I use all the time, it would take me 5 or 6 hours to get just that much in, and that was just straight water. Or, you know, I can't do that. I will never go back to that again. That was horrible. So just the sheer magnitude of what I've been through tells me that, okay, well, I may be able to eat a lot more than I should. You know, they probably dilated me too much, and I'm just going to suck that shit up and do what I'm supposed to. I've been doing it all this time. Don't fix shit that ain't broke. And to me, it doesn't feel like it's broken. You know, I was really surprised at what he said. I was really taken aback that he offered me surgery and, you know, wanted to see how this stuff goes. And I was like, I may do the swallow test just to see how things are going and make sure that, you know, I'm good. But other than that, no touchy until it's time for skin surgery. Now, also, something that he said to me, which was a little, you know, he's talking, where is my drink? Hold on, y'all. He was talking about asking me what my goal weight was. And when I said 200 pounds, he looked at me like I'd lost my damn mind. Because he says for 5'8", I should shoot for like 150. No. I will be very happy to get into whatever I can possibly get into without skin surgery. I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to whine about it, and I'm going to do the very best I can. But I have absolutely no interest of going under like 180. None. That is the end all be all, whatever I can get. I will be very happy if I can reach that with skin surgery, but I have absolutely no interest of messing with my body and trying to shoot for 150. No. That's too thin for me. I don't like that look. I don't, and that, I'm talking about me personally, okay? Don't be like, I'm 150, how dare you? I know. Breathe, not actively talking about you. I'm talking about what's attractive to me on my body is not 150. My mother weighs pretty close to that, and she is very, 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 very thin, and that is not, I don't like to be thin. No, that sounds weird, doesn't it? I don't want to be. It's a complicated thing, because then you start getting into, well, what do you mean you don't want to be thin? I mean, I thought you got gastric bypass so you could be. I didn't get it to be thin. I didn't get it to be beautiful. I got it to save my life. I got it because I was getting diabetes. I got it because I had heart problems. I got it because I was dying. You know, that's why I didn't get it so I could fit in a size 10. Just throwing that. And I know this video is long, y'all. I'm real sorry. You know, but I had a lot to talk about in a little bit of time, and I'm just throwing it all in here instead of trying to put up like 10 videos. So, I love you. So anywho, you know, I'm sure 150 looks fantastic on a lot of people. That's just not what I'm shooting for. I would be much happier with whatever I can possibly get into as long as I'm healthy and happy. And, you know, so I am shooting for the 200 mark, and 180 would be with skin surgery. Try to stay around that area. I like curvy women. I think women should have meat on their bones. That's personally what I like. And that means a lot of weight training and squats and muscle and all that good stuff that I gotta get going and get doing. So, I will talk about my jeans. I'm very excited. I'm very excited to be in a size 22, but the number doesn't matter. The number just doesn't matter. It doesn't. You know, a lot of times people will associate who they are by the number on the tags of their clothes. And, you know, I'm guilty of that, you know, oh yeah, I'm finally in a size, you know, whatever. It really shouldn't matter. It shouldn't matter. If you are happy with your body, if you're happy with the way you look, if you're happy with how things fit on you, that's all that really matters. It doesn't matter that, you know, my friend over here is in a size, you know, 2, and I'm in a size 20 or a size 22 or a size 24, you know, because that will change. You know, I'll continue to lose the weight. So these, these pants are 22s, and they do have a little spandex in them. They got 2% spandex. So there's some give. So they fit probably more like almost a 24, and I'm perfectly fine with that. I am not upset. I am very happy, and that's all I can really say about it. I was really excited to get them on. I didn't have any other jeans, and I remembered Lena had given me a pair, and I had literally just picked them up and looked at the size of them, and I was like, I wonder how much longer till I could get in these, because, you know, I know other people do that too, and I did, and they fit, and I had a kitten. It was pretty good. So just be happy with what you can get on. You know, it'll change with your exercise and diet. Just be happy with what you got for now. And don't worry what everybody else is wearing. Don't worry about it. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Don't compare yourself to somebody else. Don't compare yourself to somebody else's journey, because your journey is completely different. Different. You know, my friend Lena, she had her gastric bypass in April. And she was like 400 when she had hers. And, you know, I had mine at 464. And she is surpassing me. I mean, just kicking that ass. And I love it. I love it. I love it. You should rise with your friends. You should be there to push them with you. It doesn't matter if they surpass you. It doesn't matter if she's in a size, you know, 1X tomorrow and I'm still in a 3. Because she loves me. And she's good to me, and, you know, when I need that pick-me-up, she's there for me. And she's like, okay, well, you know, let's figure this out. Let's get, you know, you to a size 1X or whatever. I think that's really important. I think that's super important for the weight loss community, is that we people need to start raising everybody up instead of, you know, worrying about why you don't have this. Why you're not in that, and being catty and shitty, because to me that's disgusting. Alright guys, I hope everybody has a good rest of your week, yeah, and I will talk to you guys later. Oh wait, I forgot to tell you, I think I have a job. I think I'm getting the job that I wanted, and I'm really excited about it. I'm going to take all the tests tonight, and then I'll tell you guys more about it later. But if I did get this job, yes. Okay. This time really bye. Bye.